see how they tackle the golf course today. Jin Young Ko with all that experience, and Ayaka Furue with a lot of confidence on this golf course.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is group number 33. Tea time, 1 p.m. Please welcome from Japan our defending champion, Ayaka Furue.
Some good golf at times from Furue this year. Finished tied for second in Singapore, the HSBC Women's World Championship. Had a good run during the Asia swing. She finished third the following week at the Blue Bay LPGA, and then had a top 5 finish in New Jersey a few weeks ago at the ShopRite LPGA Classic. But no victory yet in 2025. And she would love to be the first player to successfully defend the Amundi Evian Championship as a major. Of course, it became a major championship in 2013. Suzanne Pedersen was the first major winner in Evian.
Well, the defending champion playing her approach, Ayaka Furue.
No ball slightly above her feet there.
Well, she played her last 5 holes here last year in 5 under. She'll be looking to pick up from that.
And over to the tee at the second. Ayaka Furue is on the tee, and Ali Witt there for us.
And we all know that Richard's been called worse than Tom. But anyway, wind freshening into their faces at the moment. You can't see it, flag's not moving, but we can feel it. 9-iron in hand. Started right, just hanging out there.
Where did that finish up there, Ali?
It's just on the upslope of that kind of first third ridge. Absolutely fine. There aren't many putts on this hole and the green.
Over at the second, Furue has this birdie putt.
One of my favourite putting strokes on tour, I have to say. It's always about the shape of the forearms, how pendulum-like it looks, particularly the angle with the elbows. It just looks effortless. And just a simple turn up, then over, off the right. But once it gets over, it won't need much on it to get there.
Furue, the third highest ranked Japanese player in the world. Ryo Takeda and Mao.
Should go shopping when I'm done here.
Ayaka Furue now from perfect position. Looked like it was a pitching wedge in hand.
It'd be very helpful if she did that on every shot, so we could see every club that she's using.
Well, Gino helps us out with the colour-coded grips.
Yes, she does. That's fantastic, actually. Although she's been messing with me recently, saying that she's going to change them around.
There have been some struggles in recent months from Ayaka Furue. Missed cuts at the 2 most recent.
Underfoot, especially down here in this part here, 3 and 4. But I think over the course of the last couple of days, it has really started to dry out, Ali.
You wouldn't believe how cold it was, would you? Looking at the pictures now on Tuesday, 3 of my fingers were numb walking around this place. It really dropped. People were hitting 3-wood into this hole. Like you say, it has dried out a touch, so a little bit more favourable. They've also bumped the tee up 14 yards, for which many are grateful. Everything rolls right once it lands.
Now Furue is second at number 4. And we'll go back over to number 4. Furue for fourth. The reaction after she hit the putt there didn't really indicate that she loved it.
No, I mean, what a wave of Japanese talent has just come out in those past couple of years.
It was a few years ago we were getting told that, you know, there's this really good group of young Japanese players coming through. Just you wait, they're going to...
One of those hybrids being used here by Furue, 175 yards.
Usually carries a 4 hybrid. It was a 6-iron for Jin Young Ko and an absolute dart. This is further right.
Well, that's going to be awkward over there.
Hopefully she's got some kind of a stance with the bunker behind her.
This over at the par 3 fifth just stayed out of the bunker. The tee shot for Furue.
Little pop and roll here.
Shame there wasn't a pop and a few more rolls. That was on its way.
To the tee at the 6th, and Furue.
Tee box about 5 paces up, so those bunkers down the left. Around about 240. You see a lot of people club back like she. You can't really go that far left. If you go 10 feet left, it'll go down into that lower bowl. It is a very small target. Started at the centre, hope it drifts.
That view there gave you a really good view of why some shots go left, as that one did, when the ball is below your feet. It's because the toe of the club is so much off the ground that the heel can dig a little bit, and when the heel digs, the club face shuts down.
It's kind of like a little table for 12 where this whole location is today, set amongst the Alps. All the slopes around it, elusively flat like Jess spoke about earlier. This will move left to right.
Nicely done there from Furue. Couple of birdies in the first 6 holes. Nice start in her title defence.
Well, Furue can testify to that, given what she did last year.
She played quite well last year, didn't she? Especially those last 5 holes, my goodness. Love the 7th. Tee is up, so 65 yards less than its listed yardage, 480 today. Well within range of everybody in the field.
Back a hole.
217. In, slightly help. Wind, I should say, slightly helping off the right. Turning over though.
Ooh, she's in those left bunkers. That's going to be a tricky one.
Out of sand now for Furue.
Oh, what a shot.
So good.
Yeah, because we saw Sagstrom in a similar spot earlier, made a bit of a mess of things, but that's superbly done from Furue.
Looking for somebody who was confident with the stroke. There was no rebound. She knew it was good.
Beautiful bunker shot. Hopefully get what it deserves. The birdie from Ayaka Furue. A year on. And at it again, it seems.
This is Furue on the tee at the 8th.
Little hybrid, 181, probably playing closer to 190 right now. Just aiming for that front right quadrant.
Oh, needs a big hop. He might get it, no. Gonna be tough from... Here's Furue at 8.
She's got to play this so far out to the right. She's got to pitch it almost flag high, and then it's going to take a sideways left turn. Kind of over the... Looks like a little sprinkler head there. Yeah. There's no way to get that to stop close. You feel so helpless when you're in that situation because you know there's absolutely nothing.
Furue. Incredible where she was aiming with that chip shot at 8. Thanks to Karen Stupples and Tom Abbott. Furue saves par. Perfect time to say good afternoon to Morgan Pressel and Grant Boone.
Bonjour, Richard. It's a dreamy day at Evian, and
T is Ayaka Furue.
And it's time to pipe one down that left third, if you can. You don't want to leave it up there. The rough's thick down that left-hand side this year. Will camber right once it bounces. They like it, as they should. That's pure.
Yeah, she just has such a simple swing. It's a little bit on the flat side, but it's very repeatable on the ball.
here's Furue.
Just a layup here for her. I suspect Angel Yin won't be laying up here.
Nope. You would suspect right. She got 4 iron out from the looks of it, but she did have a couple of woods, so maybe she has got.
Very pleasant day, Ali, for a walk around this golf course.
Oh, isn't it? Yeah, best job in the world on a sunny day, actually even on a rainy day. Up here, hanging lie. One thing I have noticed is, and that's why you're seeing players maybe not quite taken on as much as the morning, it was trailing the wind. In the morning it's been really swirling, if anything hurting the touch for these 3. So what a difference an hour or 2 can make in terms of your chances to attack. She's got 90 yards.
Yeah, not bad from that hanging lie. It's an awkward shot when you lay back on that par 5.
That's what you call a view from the bedroom window. Is he going to see a Furue birdie?
It has to drift, just a tough touch left, but it really doesn't look it.
Morgan, it can't be easy. You know, you're defending a major for the first time in your career. Your picture's on the billboards everywhere. You come out and do that.
It's not. There's a tremendous amount of pressure on you, and pressure that you put on yourself to perform. And I mean, think about the way she ended the championship last year to how she started it. That's quite the run.
9 under for 14
She's kept
holes.
the heater for an entire year. How about that?
Yeah. She'll do well to keep it going like that, but Lee just a stroke behind the leaders.
How about the lie for Furue at 10?
Yeah, steamy. Got good access to the back of the ball, but kind of a lot of differing grasses around it. Came out a touch heavy. Jin Yun's was fantastic from where she was. The old chunk and run, and it worked.
Ali's another Aussie going along well today. Out and get us a yardage in just a moment. First back to the tee at the 11th and Furue.
She can hit whatever she wants. Launch a driver. Has to go a little right just because of the trees down the left. That is on the money there.
She did that really low to try and get a little bit of extra trundle up the hill there. Good position.
I love your point, Morgan. She finishes last year 5 under for her last 5, and she's 4 under.
They haven't been particularly firm today, but as the day goes on, getting that way on some holes.
Furue second.
Looks good.
No tumult. Just
as she comes down the closing stretch here.
To move within 1 already.
And she's been given a read. Yeah, there you go. Deadly.
Yeah, she opened up with a 65 last year. She might be going for something.
And from the fairway, as usual, Ayaka Furue.
Put it on record. I can see why this hole's playing tough, because the shot you want to hit from back here to that flag is a fade, but you've got the ball above your feet, so there's plenty of danger embedded in that. You start it right, keep it out there. All sorts.
Very severe kick off the slight downslope there over the crest of the hill. That went down to the bottom tier on the back. Not a bad place to putt from, just slow. There's been a really impressive list of champions here at this event. You just have to test every part of your game and your mental game.
Well, Ayaka Furue handled that mental game last year to win. Ali, I'm not sure I'd call this a great birdie look for very many, but maybe for Ayaka.
I know everything's her range. Really steep tier. It's just navigated there.
To tie the lead. Come on.
Wow. That was a great roll. And just nearly perfect speed. I'm not quite sure, Ali, how that didn't go in.
I know, that was live, folks. So Grant Boone's got his magic 8-ball out as well.
You know it. All natural, real and spectacular. Yes. Another look.
Let's take another look right here. Just good rhythm to that stroke. Very similar distance back and through. And it lipped on the high side as well. Typically, you'd think that gravity would take that down into the cup.
Remember, she made putts of about that length at 14 and 15, setting her up for that unforgettable finish with a walk-off eagle to win an Evian.
Back on the tee with Furue lurking already.
Bunkers down that right-hand side, playing pretty much it's full yardage, 4.33. My goodness, it's a beast. 13, we know that from over the years. Never ceases to amaze how high her toe is on her driver, Morgan, even when she drives it.
Her hands are really low at address. Yeah. It's the nature of that flat swing. And repel the ball like it did for Nellie's. That one, spectacular.
Has to be a layup. Ball that Furue had too close to the lip, ball above her feet. All sorts of issues from in there from 2-11 out. Just playing safe, playing within herself. Don't mind that. The error was
on the middle of the fairway.
Furue to avoid a first drop shot of the day, not to be. Seriously, I know that, you know, she's enjoying that Jessica's out here this week and they're dinner buddies again, but she doesn't need to go looking for every hole.
TNT, you get way more in the face, kind of into off the right. The breeze, it has died down. There's not much of it at the moment. I think Jess felt a little more earlier than we do now.
Yeah, to your point, Ali, I think about G.A. Shin as well, when Dean was first working for her. And quite a few other tremendous talents.
Uh-oh. Did that get the tree?
And it's ended up coming down closer to the green. It's just behind that mini leaderboard there. It will be okay.
Well, she's a great scrambler, but this will test Ayaka Furue at 14.
From over in the meadow, the fringe is her friend here.
Oh, she went right underneath it, Ali. Just didn't keep that acceleration up through the shot. Weight on the front foot. Decel.
Trying to avoid back-to-back bogeys. Where it all began for Ayaka Furue on Sunday last year. She made a long one for birdie. This is a long one for par.
Needs it down in the valley. Apparently she's hit 7-iron off the tee. 178. Didn't realise she had that. Either way, hasn't worked.
Yeah, been a tough couple of holes. She looked like she could do no wrong, Ali, and just...
Should be laying up short kind of left of those cross bunkers down there.
Yeah, seems satisfied enough with that.
It's just a tough lead when you lay back that far. Instead of taking it down the left, it's still a blind third shot.
That'll be for par.
This is such a hard putt for them to hit hard enough. I know that you can't really see it on TV, but they are putting uphill, so that's why a lot of the shots are ending further on the back of the green, because they are playing it front to back.
Yeah, we'll be back at Furue now.
Inside right half, I think. Ooh, that went the other way. That'll fool a few, including both of us. I think that was the putt she wanted. Just not the best of reads.
for a little while this afternoon, like she might be joining the leaders in with that 65, maybe even better than, but a little bit of frustration the last half an hour or so. You talk about the pairs. She said she found something playing in the pairs, Morgan, a couple of weeks ago, got a little bit of confidence back because she had actually missed.
Help at the moment, so many flags around. I think the caddies paid for those here on 16. It's like wind roulette. Hold on. The other two hit wedge. Both have hit the green. Both fine shots. Anywhere within, I'm going to say 25, 30 feet is excellent, even to this flag over on the right. Most people aim for the right edge of the green when it's on the front.
And what we've seen today is it's been ricocheting all the way back into that back bunker. It's a much better play to take it dead on just like that, get a softer bounce.
Just a few steps away, 16.
She's just seen Angel Yin miss this low, which I can see a lot of people doing. You can't see the break that will be from left to right here. And pace can be a little elusive. It almost looks back uphill from our angle with everything behind.
Five under par, then she goes bogey, bogey, and then parred the par 5 15th. Never been a repeat winner at Evian since it became a major in 2013.
Even though there've been a few stumbles the last hour. Beautiful posture. Set up the arms just hang below the shoulders. Nice straight back. There's lots to learn.
Yeah, what's impressed you watching her today, Allison?
I love that she barely has a weakness and that the tempo is so consistent almost in every part of the game.
And, I mean, it is round one here, but we have seen that when it comes down.
Second shot, one of the trickiest clubs to pick of the day. You know, often you have it a little bit of a trailing wind off the left and it's hard to know if it'll knock it out or help it along. Not too much to think about now though. 126 should be a pretty comfortable wedge for Ayaka.
Yeah, from that camera angle, you can see what the players see, which is pretty much nothing. You have no concept of where the right edge of that green is, where the slope is. You just have to really visually commit to a target in the distance relative to the flag stick and hope your caddy has scoped it out well.
Talked about how 13 used to be a par 5, 18 was the par 4. And Ayaka knows full well what can happen at the 18th. She just cleared.
Circle of friendship by the time it comes to an end. Every single time she's gotten a read out here today, you know, she hasn't overcompensated. She's always kind of taken what she needed from it and factored it in that way. I think that's kind of what's been pulling up Jin Young Ko out there today. It's almost like she's given what she's been seeing from other people too much credit rather than trusting her own judgment at times. Just really need to give this a wrap.
She didn't seem to like it, the way that it came off that putter face. Maybe didn't hit it quite square on the putter there.
Leaving the flag in. Ayaka Furue a little longer than she would have wanted here for par. Okay, one over for this back nine. Went to the turn in 4 under. He's up there.
Ayaka Furue is up there. She had it to 5 under at one point. And back at the 18th, a hole she'll never forget.
One of the very straightest drivers on tour.
32 on. I'm going to say on her angle you've got 11 paces to dance with, short of this pin over that ridge.
Yeah, she looked really shallow coming into the ball there. Ended up working out, but you could tell she wasn't real happy with that. It's a good spot to putt from, though.
While we have a moment, we twisted Nellie's arm to do a post-round interview with Jessica, and here they are. 5 under needing every one of them to win. She won by 1 with the walk-off eagle here. It's a putt of about this length. This for 67.
There's been a lot of good in the round today. Punished a couple of times, but only when she put a foot wrong, which was rare. Right to left.
And that's just why we love sport, right, Grant? I mean, those sensational performances and under the most pressure and how players rise to the occasion. It was something special last year for sure for Ayaka Furue en route to her very first major championship. Missed 2 greens, Megan has.
Last time Ayaka was in there, she was signing for the winning total of 18 under. And a terrific start today.